Bonsoir. South Africa has got a new sprinting sensation. 17-year-old sprinter Viwe Jingqi is already proving hard to keep up with on the track. She proved it at the South African Junior and Youth Athletics Championships, breaking the South African under-18 100-meter record 3 times, yes, 3 times, in less than 7 hours. Well, let's hear from the rising star whose fastest time was 11.22 seconds. Good evening, Viwe. I'm so happy to be talking to you tonight. The whole world, the whole of South Africa wants to hear about your wonderful story. And I guess my first question has to be this: how does it feel to be the South African junior champion?
Well, I haven't gotten used to it. It's still shocking, but I'm very happy and very proud of myself. It's actually so inspiring and exciting to be actually an inspiration to many juniors out there. So I guess being a champion is very nice and exciting.
Wow, Viwe, you mentioned that it's exciting, right? You were very excited when you broke the record. Was it your plan to break the record 3 times in the same day?
Not at all, sir. Not at all. The plan was to actually break it on the finals, but I guess that's how things just happened. I didn't plan it at all. My plan was to just go break it in the finals. It just happened.
I mean, you're very, very fast, Viwe. In the first 40 to 50 meters, you're already pulling away from the rest of the field. Is there anyone in your age group who is your competition?
Well, in 100 meters, no, I don't have competition.
Okay, all right.
I guess my only competition, yeah.
Yes, go on, go on.
My only competition actually in the 100 is seniors.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow, if you say that your only competition is seniors, you do realize that at the SA Senior Championship, if the rest of the usual athletes don't rock up, you might become the youngest ever senior champion in the women's 100 meters. How would that make you feel?
Well, I would be more than proud of myself. It's actually one of the things I'm willing to do, but since it's seniors, there's a lot of competition, but I'm praying and hoping it can actually happen.
All right, all right. I'm happy with that answer. I mean, when did you take interest in athletics, and why not other sports? What is so special about athletics?
Well, I started running back in 2015. I was in grade 5 that time. I was 10 years. Even before I started, I used to play around at home, you know, running with other kids. So that's when I started noticing that I actually love this and I have talent. And then my first coach, which was Mr. Mqotheli back in Eastern Cape, he saw talent in me. And my father started telling me stories that he was also an athlete. So after hearing that, he didn't actually get a chance to be as well known as I am. I got inspired and started working hard so that I can also be one of the people who are well known in the world, actually. So I started running in 2015, inspired by my father, who was an athlete at his young age. So yeah, that's how I started running.
Wow, that is such a special story. I'm sure the rest of South Africa would be happy to hear that. I mean, you are coached by one of South Africa's best athletes in Paul Gories. How has it been coached by Paul Gories, and what do you love about his training regime?
Well, being coached by Coach Paul is very, very, very nice. And well, when we started, I wasn't very open with him. I was actually so scared of him. But as we got to know each other and actually talk, I could see that he's actually a good person and he knows what he's doing. It's easy to communicate with him, but he actually wants you to work very hard. If you don't work hard or you don't show determination in what you're doing, then you're not going to be one of his favorites. So what made me actually gain more interest in actually being coached by him was that he saw something in me that I couldn't see. You know, he told me the first time I saw him that, you see now, you at your age, you're running such a fast time in the 200. Believe me, in the next 2 years, you will be one of the first athletes. And actually, that's what happened. Here we are 2 years later.
Wow, I love your positivity, Viwe. Which events do you prefer running, the 100 meters or the 200 meters, and why?
To be honest, the 200.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
feel like 100 meters feels so short. I mean, if you have a bad start, it can actually mean the end of your race. 200, you can actually recover from that, you see, but 100 is very, very short. And I just prefer 200 because I love the curve.
All right, all right. Happy with that answer. What is your biggest dream in athletics? Would you like to compete at the World Championships, of course, the Olympic Games, the Commonwealth Games? What amongst those three major events would you say is probably your biggest milestone that you want to achieve?
Well, now I'm working for the Olympics. In this, I think 2 years that I have until 2024, my goal is to actually get the qualifying standard and actually be able to go to Olympics, you know, because the short-term goal now is to go to World Juniors and see if I can actually medal or get to the finals, because last year I couldn't go to the finals. So this year's goal is to go to the finals and even medal if I can. And then the long-term goal is to go to the Olympics.
Fantastic. Our SA Junior champion in the double sprints, Viwe Jingqi. Thank you so much for talking to us, and we wish you all the best, especially when you are getting ready and prepared for the World Junior Championships. That was, of course, SA Junior champion in the 100 and 200 meters, Viwe Jingqi. Definitely someone to look out for in the future.